Hello everybody, this is Lara from Pure Elliott Wave with your Monday to Friday update for Bitcoin and XRP. Jack Frost will be back with you Wednesday to give you Wednesday to Saturday updates for Ethereum and Solana. You're getting these 4 markets from us every week for free. I've had 16 years experience using market analysis, specifically Elliott Wave, 11 of those as a chartered market technician. So subscribe to this channel because you don't want to lose it. You're getting some solid technical analysis and Elliott Wave for XRP and Solana from this channel for free. That's a pretty good deal. If you want Bitcoin Elliott Wave analysis, you will find it on our website, Pure Elliott Wave. There are links in the description box below. Also, if you want Bitcoin Elliott Wave analysis, you will be able to have a glimpse of not all, but most of my Elliott Wave analysis for Bitcoin if you sign up to this Elliott Wave Hub forecasting event on the 27th of August. That's Tuesday next week. I'll be presenting at midday Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be showing you the results of some research, putting that into context of Bitcoin's Elliott Wave count. My research is some very in-depth research on Elliott Wave structures, lengths, depths, behaviors in different markets. So I'll go over that. You don't want to miss that. At the end of the event, you'll have access to special offers. I'm going to offer you 50% off your first month's subscription to our Elliott Wave Bitcoin and or Ethereum analysis. You'll get a code for that. I'll also offer you $100 off my Learn Pure Elliott Wave course. If you want to become expert at Elliott Wave, register now so that you don't miss out all of that good stuff. Bitcoin is still within this consolidation. It's a rectangle, but it's got a little bit of a downward slope. So I've added this trend line from the all-time high to sit on this high here, 7th of June, pushed a parallel copy down on this low, 5th of July. Price is swinging from resistance to support to resistance to support to resistance, fell ever so slightly short, overshot of support back within the rectangle. I'm expecting overall an upward swing, but don't expect it to move in a straight line. A little choppy pullback along the way up. I expect if we get a bit more downward movement, look for support 56,500. Below that, pretty strong, 55,000. Below that, even stronger, 53,500, and the lower edge of this channel. I expect overall a continuation of the upward swing that began back down here on the low of the 5th of August, and I expect this time when price reaches resistance, the probability of an upward breakout is higher than not. So over 50%, I'd say about 60, 70, 80%, not quite sure. I want to see a close above 73,100, and then to filter out a potential false upward breakout, I want to see 2 green daily candlesticks after that close moving up and away. It will be broken. There will be a breakout. I think it's more likely upward than downward. It's possible the breakout could be down. If the breakout's down, for my own personal investment in Bitcoin, I would be unhappy about that, but I'm not going to lose much, if any, sleep over it, because I would expect then we're in another multi-month, maybe now another 4 to 5 months of downward movement to find a low before the next big bullish run is underway. Now that's possible, and I have an Elliott Wave scenario for that. I'm not going to be too concerned if that happens. The bigger picture, bullish for Bitcoin for the long term, which is what I'm interested in, would still remain intact. Now that's probably an extremely unpopular view, but I'm just not going to get too emotional about it. It is what it is. This market is taking its time. It's annoying, but it's setting itself up for the next bullish run. I think on balance of probability, the low of 5th of August is quite likely to remain intact. Let's have a look at why. Well, first up, it ended with a volume spike. Interim lows do tend to end with volume spikes. That's really common behavior for this market. Volume for the first part of the consolidation pullback was declining. Volume started to return to the market. The consolidation is very mature. The breakout is now much closer than it has ever been. There is a widening range on balance volume. We might get a signal. Now, I thought a few days ago that we got a weak bearish signal, but that was negated as on balance volume moved back below that line. So I've had to redraw the support line. It's got, let's say, 3 tests. Not a good one here, but let's say it's got 3 tests. Closer to horizontal now, reasonable technical significance now. The resistance line's got a reasonable slope, reducing its technical significance. It's got 3 tests, so better than 2. It's not too long held. Weak technical significance on that line. If we we get a break above resistance or below support, that would give us a signal. I'll keep an eye on that. Because the lines are widening, we may not get a signal. ADX is increasing again. It's telling us for the short term there's a downward trend for Bitcoin. It's already extreme because it's above both DX lines. Not as extreme as it can get though. This is not a very strong signal though from ADX, and it tells us to expect this pullback within the upward swing could continue a bit lower. At the last low for the 5th of August, RSI had reached oversold and exhibited longer term single bullish divergence. Money flow also exhibited bullish divergence, increasing technical indication that the low of the 5th of August is more likely than not to remain intact. As price moves slowly lower over the last several days, ATR as a measure of volatility is declining. It was strongly increasing as price moved higher previously, so volatility favours the upside. This is bullish for Bitcoin. The short-term Elliott Wave count for XRP expects a double zigzag to continue lower, W, X, Y. Now it could be complete here, but there's not a lot of strength up off this low here. So I'll say it's most likely we're going to get a wick below 55 cents and a quick return back above so that the Y moves beyond the end of W, achieving its purpose of deepening the correction. Double zigzags are pretty common structures, triple zigzags are rare, so it's most likely for this wave count that the correction, if it does continue as a double zigzag, will end there. 2 may not move beyond the start of 1 below 0.4322. The next time price gets up to resistance at the upper edge of this channel, I expect a breakthrough, a backtest of support, and then a move up and away is most likely. So price is consolidating in a really little range, 58 cents to support below, quite strong at 55 cents. Like I said in the Elliott Wave chart, if we see a move below 55 cents, I expect it to be short-lived, maybe just a wick below. XRP likes to do that, and then a quick move back up. Up off that last low, there was really strong volume and an increase in range as price moved higher for XRP. XRP is really bullish. Volume has returned to the market. Now, interestingly, from a Elliott Wave perspective, Elliott Wave says it is the market that makes the news. It's the market that determines what happens out there in the rest of the world, not the rest of the world that determines what the market does. It's really difficult actually to wrap your head around that. It's a complete flipping of how we usually think about markets. I'm saying that because look at what volume was doing prior to the 7th of August when we had that news about the SEC case with Ripple Labs. Volume was already coming back to the market on upward sessions. Price was already being pushed higher by volume, and here we had the middle of a third wave within a first wave. XRP already had indication from volume and the Elliott Wave structure that it was going to move higher, and that's what it did on the 7th of August. On balance, volume is within an almost parallel channel, resistance yellow, support purple. If we get a breakout of this, that'll give us a signal either way for XRP for the short term. ADX is declining, it's nearing a really low level. It looks like it's going to set itself up for another really good strong signal for XRP. Don't know what direction that'll be in yet, we need to wait and see. I'll keep an eye on that one this week. RSI is neutral, as is money flow. ATR declining as price moves slowly lower. A lot of weakness in that downward movement in terms of volume and volatility, which are both favouring the upside. This is very bullish for XRP. Because there's no clear trend, the model of stochastics plus support and resistance would expect overall stochastics to continue higher to overbought and price overall to continue higher to resistance, but don't expect it to move in a straight line. Could be choppy and overlapping along the way. With a very short term, I expect a little pullback to find support before that upward swing continues. And that's it from me today with your update. I hope you all had a lovely weekend.